Now, Bengaluru experienced one of its heaviest rainfall of the year on Sunday. A fresh spell of heavy rainfall overnight wreaked havoc across Bengaluru. Late-night thunderstorms led to the uprooting of several trees in different parts of the city. The continuous downpour, accompanied by strong winds, caused multiple trees to fall, especially in and around the Cubbon Park area, where fallen trees covered the roads. Roads were left submerged and the tree branches obstructed movement in many areas. Emergency services and the BBMP personnel have been working hard to clear the debris and restore normalcy. Severe waterlogging in several parts of the city brought Monday morning traffic to a near standstill in Bengaluru. Key intersections across the city, particularly in North and East Bengaluru, were inundated. The scene resembled flowing streams. The Bengaluru Traffic Police has issued multiple advisories urging commuters to drive with caution. The Silk Board metro station and surrounding areas in Bengaluru were severely affected by the heavy rainfall and flooding. The junction was inundated, turning roads into rivers and causing significant traffic disruptions as well.
Everywhere you've been traveling from morning?
Yeah.
Huh?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. From where all you have traveled, sir?
From Benson Town.
Benson Town. This is one spot. Where all did you see waterlogging, sir?
Yeah.
Where all did you see waterlogging?
No, this side. Now present, I'll find this.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Huh?
But I don't know.
Huh? Have you been traveling across right now?
Yeah.
Did you see flood-like situation everywhere?
Yeah, I've seen in this every year this road will be like this.
Every year this road will be like this itself. Now, how far is your office? How long will it take for you to reach?
It's like 1 kilometer. It's in Sudaya Road.
It's in Siddhaya Road only, but it's going to take a lot of time now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right now standing at the BTS road in Shantinagar and Wilson Garden, and right behind me are the visuals of what happened to the city after one entire night's rainfall. Till 5:30 a.m. in the morning, there was heavy rainfall in the city. It is believed that 104 mm of rainfall was the reason why you've seen and the condition of the office is like this. You can see water has accumulated at the entire office area. People are stranded near the entrance now. They've got the fire engine to gush out the entire water. A lot of important files and documents are present at this place. I have got reports from various reporters and officials from the BBMP saying that a lot of places in Bengaluru have stranded. A lot of trees have tree felling have happened, and such flood-like situation and water logging has become normal in various parts of the city. Now, with the rains expected for the coming few days till May 22nd is what the IMDb has told us, that it is going to rain. So we are expecting things to get worsened, because if you see the sky also, if I can show you, the sky isn't clear. There is expectation of heavy rainfall till May 22nd, and an orange and a yellow alert has been sounded till 21st May and an orange alert on 22nd May. So we are going to expect heavy rainfalls in Bengaluru, and those who are watching, make your own preparations before the rain, because this is going to be the situation for the coming few days, at least for this week, as per the IMDb. Bringing you this report from Shantinagar, where water logging has become one of the biggest issues here, is me, Mohamad Vajula, for News9.
And now we have Mohamad Vajula joining us live from Bengaluru for the latest. Vaji, those ground reports that you just showed, paints a very scary picture. All the visuals that we've been getting from Bengaluru paints a very scary picture. You are born and raised in Bengaluru. Have you ever seen rains and flooding like this in the recent past?
Well, Krishna, we see this every year. That is the sad part about Bengaluru. Every year, Bengalurians face this fury and the situation worsens every year. Now, these boats that you're seeing, I have been seeing the BBMP rescuing people in these boats for 10 years in a city like Bangalore, where there is no river. It is just the stormwater drains and all gutter entrances that get blocked results in this kind of situation in Bengaluru. These visuals are of Sai layout. There are various other spots across the city where waterlogging is huge. This particular place where I am standing, yesterday when I sent a report from here, this entire place was waterlogged. There were vehicles fallen all over. The vehicles that you see parked over here, all these vehicles were fallen off and were inundated in water. Today, the situation is calm. It is all clean right now, the place where I am. But if you see the forecast in a few minutes or in a few hours, we are likely to see heavy rainfall again, especially after 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock is what the IMD has told us. So we are expecting heavy rainfall again today and in the coming few days till 23rd May is what 22nd May is what the predictions are for. There is a yellow alert already that has been sounded, and there are various spots within the city that have choco blocked, be it Shanti Nagar, be it Koramangala, be it Sajjapur, be it Bellandur. You name it, there are places where waterlogging has happened, and there are a lot of tree fellings also that has been reported in various parts of the city. So we are expecting the situation to continue for the next few days because we don't see any changes when it comes to the road, nor do we see any work that has been done so that these water logging places where there are water logging for it to recede.
Right, Vajit, the reason why I was asking in the recent past is that have the rains and the flooding situation become particularly worse this year, although it happens year after year? Has there been a particular worsening of situation this year, and also worsening in terms of preparations from the BBMP to tackle these rains?
Well, if we take this to the BBMP and ask him about their preparedness, they would say that yes, they have cleaned the stormwater drains. They have made sure that all the places where water logging happens, there has been clear. But we need to understand there is whitewashing going on across the city. A lot of roads that had potholes, that repairing work is also going on. And now in the middle of the rain, if these works happen, then those roads are also likely to get washed off in 2 or 3 spells of rain. And now that is one of the reasons why we are seeing heavy water jams, heavy water logging in most parts of the city because of the work that is going on. Yes, these scenes that we are seeing on our television is something that we see every year. But then every year is a new high, is what that happens, Krishna. If you would have seen water logging till your knees last year, this time it will be till your thighs. So water getting accumulated has become an everyday story for Bengaluru citizens, and with water getting accumulated, a lot of other problems also come across. You can see houses that get flooded inside. I went to the CCB office. The previous report that we showed to our viewers is from the CCB office, the crime branch office, and the entire office, the ground floor is stranded. Buses are stranded in places like Silicon City and in other places of Bengaluru in Sai layout. So this is going to increase in the coming few hours because with rains lashing so much in the city, it's already 104 of rainfall so far is what the IMD has said. We are expecting more rains, so the situation can get chocolate. Because those of our viewers who are watching, it is better if you stay indoors, see if you can get work from home from your office, because the next few days it is going to rain heavily in Bengaluru.
The next few days it's going to rain heavily in Bengaluru. Vajula, they're getting us the latest updates. Vajji also talked to us, and now that we are in the situation, how quick, how good are the rescue efforts of the BBMP?
Well, we have seen BBMP officials taking their boat and going around places at Sai layout, Kendri Bihar, which has been places where flooding happens quite often. We've heard about a few places in Koramangala where people were taken off from their house because of flooding that has taken place over there. So there is a quick response from the BBMP with regards to few places, but then there are certain places where they still haven't been able to reach, or certain places where water logging is still there the CCB area for one reason. The BBMP locals told me that they had called the BBMP officials, but then they had left the spot and went, and then a fire engine had to be called in to pump the water out. So at some places, yes, there is active work done by the BBMP with regards to rescuing or removing people from inundated places, from houses. But at certain places, yes, it is lagging. It can also be one of the reasons that they may not have expected this amount of rainfall to suddenly hit the city, but there were predictions of heavy rainfall in the city to this amount to something that they also didn't expect. And we've seen how Bengaluru has been facing heavy rainfall since last year. Last year also was very good rainfall throughout the year. This year again, and this year we were assured by the government that there will be a lot of arrangements that will be done way before rain hits the city. But if we see what visuals that we are showing on our screen, looks like uh, the government still haven't been able to crack the actual reason why water floods, and they've still not been able to clear this water and still not been able to get to the crux of the problem on why Bengaluru floods every time it rains.
Right. Vaji, you're talking about India's IT capital. You're talking about some of the highest value individuals who've bought homes, in some of the, areas that you're talking about in Bengaluru which are flooded. They're all posh areas, aren't they? Like there are like houses with luxury cars parked inside them. Remember a few years ago we saw all those luxury cars, being washed away in rainwater, and and the situation has just repeated itself. And it's not just the low-lying areas of Bengaluru which have been flooded. It's about some of these posh areas, where apartments costs in crores of rupees, and that's where this flooding has taken place. Have you, heard anything from the Karnataka state government?
Well, Krishna, if you build cities over lakes, then you are bound to find these kinds of flooding in these places. The Karnataka government so far, we've heard the D. Shiv Kumar speak, we've seen Parmeshwar Ji who have said that yes, rescue work is going on. They are trying to remove people from places where waterlogging is high. They are clearing waterlogging from a lot of places, but clearing them after waterlogging is something, is a reactive form of measure. These things should have been done beforehand to make sure that waterlogging does not happen in most of the places where you see waterlogging happen. Now, the places that you mentioned where we saw luxurious cars, those were places that were built over lake, and the situation of those places will be safe this year too. Because if you build, like I've said, if you build cities over lakes, then the rainfall, the water has to go somewhere at the end of the day, and it will go back to the same place where it has always been going for years and years. Even though there is an apartment over it, but that is the spot which the water knows it has to go to. So those places still continue to flood. We are also right now on our way to Koromangala, one such place which is believed to have heavy water logging. Again, Koromangala is another posh area, like you mentioned, and we've heard the entire first block is a choco block with a lot of water all over the place, and there is no space for water to go. So that is one situation that is arising here. And yes, the posh areas that we're talking about all are areas that were built over a lake, and that is why Bengaluru is facing this problem time and again, and it will continue to face this problem unless and until a solution for groundwater work, a solution for where this water will go to, a collective measure is taken. We will continue to see this problem, Krishna.
Bengaluru will continue to see this problem. Vaji, at this stage, I also want to ask, what about the, drinking water and power situation in Bengaluru? How much of a disruption has there been there in terms of, availability of drinking water and electricity?
Well, that has not been an issue so far, Krishna. We've seen a small incidents of power cutouts, but electricity has been restored as fast as possible in these places. There are places where there has been a few damages to electric pole where work is still going on because there is no rain right now. The Bescom is at work and is making sure that electric poles that had got damaged with last night rains, trees that fell over those poles are erected as fast as possible to make sure that at least if it rains again today, electricity is restored at these places. They are also making sure that loose wire ends that are there across these these poles are also closed down. Whereas the clear drinking water situation has not been affected so far yet. But if we see continuous rain in the coming days, they might also face a little bit of problems. too, for all you know.
Mohamad Vajula, they're joining us with the latest on.